I'm Lizzie Hobbs, I'm an animator from London, UK, and I'm here as part of the grand jury. So history, including historical subjects in my work, is because I like to have something that's written down or that exists already in a library or an archive that I can reference and come back to. And it gives you a bit more sort of grounding so that it's not just about anything anywhere. It reduces the choice a bit, so I like that.
In 1590, the fishing community of North Berwick was ruled by 3 women.
I think it's something that's got a flavour of something I can relate to in some way, whether that's a sort of emotion or a feeling, or whether it's just something funny or that I can comment on a little bit. So it might be something a bit feminist, a feminist take on an old historical subject, or it might be some sympathy I have for those characters. So usually something that has a nice energy about it still. It resonates today somehow, even though it's from a long time ago. At the moment I'm making a film from the 1930s when I think women were particularly interesting. Often they were stuck at home, but they had these inner lives that were really fascinating. So it led to lots of thoughts about things that they might do, but they weren't able to perform those feats. So the stories I'm telling at the moment are a little bit about allowing those women to speak or to do the things that they might have done had they been more courageous. Usually I'm thinking about the story at the same time as the technique, so I'm trying to develop the two things, and it might just be playing with one image and one part of the story, or it might be just building up a little bit of energy from the middle of both of those things. The techniques that I use are kind of varied, and it's really just because I have an interest in materials and I'm thinking about what I suppose if it's connecting to the narrative in some way, that's really great. And if it's not connecting, it might be something that I'm enjoying and I want to do more of, and I'm just enjoying what comes. And so I change the techniques quite a lot so that I can be interested still, rather than a master of it and just performing something I already know. So it's generally about keeping myself entertained in some way. The colour that I use is usually a kind of palette that I feel associated with the subject matter, and I think it's a little bit organic or intuitive, and the temptation is to use all the colours all the time, but I'm trying to reduce so that there's a kind of use of them at certain points so they have more power in a way. But colour's really important generally, not in all the works. I have made monochromatic works, but now I really like colour. I like using black and white and then just using colour as a way of waking everything up or giving it some sparkle. I like to use the rostrum camera as a way of, it's almost like a little performance that keeps the flow, and I take a picture of the images whilst the ink's wet, and then I keep it sort of going. It feels like it's a bit alive in the moment, and then I don't go back to those drawings again unless I'm working into them again with more paint, but that's quite rare. So in a way the drawing doesn't matter, it's just what it's doing in that frame, in that second, in that film. And I use a lot of reshoots, so I often have maybe 10 to 15 minutes of footage that I don't use, and it's just really warming up or drawing or practicing, and then just finding the essence of what I want to say in the iteration that works at the end. So it's like maybe like dancing or something, just getting better and better, and then using that final, or maybe it's not the final, maybe it goes back, but trying to find the right performance from my hand. I work with an amazing composer at the moment called Hutch de Maupied, and she's really amazing at kind of she calls them brushstrokes, and she sends them and I send something back. And it's the same, I work with another composer, Carola Bachholt in Germany, and we kind of go back and forth. It sort of grows together. The two things are kind of in symphony with each other. And then I try not to do too much in the picture if the score is delivering a lot. So again, it's like trying things, taking them out, reviewing them, new iterations. It's very much like building the whole thing as I go. But I love the music. I really like I like loud music and I like flashing images, and it's sort of stimulating to me. So I tried to reduce it for other people's sanity in their heads, but that's what really makes me excited, is about the power in the cinema to kind of deliver something that stimulates in a way, sparkles. It's really important to me to kind of get out of the studio, and I think just for my sanity, but also to share the techniques and the practice a little bit further afield. And in the past I've done a lot of workshops with young people to help them tell stories that they might not be able to say in live action, or they might not have the tools to say a written word or whatever. So we make films together, and I can bring what I know already and they bring their experience, and we can use it to help other people. And then I also do workshops and teaching in the National Film and Television School and London College of Communication, and I really enjoy interacting with students and just supporting them on their journeys to becoming independent animators as well, and helping them to kind of find their voice and to be bold and be true to their voice. So it's really part of my life that I can get out of the studio and share what I know. Working with students is always encouraging because people are bolder than you know. They make work that's fascinating and unexpected. So I really like seeing what people come up with, and especially when they kind of don't do what anybody tells them to do, they do something different and it's better. And so I feel positive about the future, especially in the UK, where we have a really lovely strong history of animation. There's not enough funding at the moment, but hopefully that will come. There's a lot of creative young people that can hopefully lobby for that. So I feel optimistic and hopeful. Oh, I just wanted to say yes, thank you to Animateka Festival for inviting me. It's such a lovely opportunity to be a jury and to have a chance to look at all these films and to consider them carefully. It's really a great honour. Thank you.